Hi everybody. Thank you to those of you who are supporting this effort. I really appreciate the efforts of those who are actively trying to promote this on other forms of social media to raise awareness of what truly happened. And I really appreciate the efforts of those of you who are trying to contact high profile people or people who we think can make a difference here. We've got to keep going with this because we will make a breakthrough at some point. This video is a supplement to the video I did about Sky Sports telling 60 lies in those last 5 laps. So I'm going to get into that in a second. Before I do though, I need to give a big thank you to this guy, F.F1. So the channel's called FF1, but if you search it, you've got to put the dot in there. It's another YouTuber who has diverted people to my channel for them to see the videos I'm presenting. So I really appreciate what he's done there. I hope some of you can show your support for him, and I feel certain that he will be able to convey the same sort of information as me, but in his style, which I'm sure will resonate with a lot of you. So check out his channel and show your support for him by clicking the subscribe on his channel, please. There's another guy that I'd like to appeal to try and get on board, and this is no disrespect to FS1. He'll echo this thought entirely, I believe, but wonderful. He's got 10,000 subscribers, which is 10 times the amount of FF1, and it's 20 times the amount that I've got. And this guy can make a big difference. And when you go back for his analysis of the impact of Abu Dhabi, some of what he says there is hugely important. But we could do with getting this guy on board to further expose the things that I'm presenting, because he has the ability to actually expose it to 10,000 people, and his videos will get seen by between 2 to 15,000 people, whereas mine are getting less than 1,000 views. So we need bigger exposure, and it's channels like this that we need to get on board, and other YouTubers if they want to. I will appreciate anybody that actually starts putting this information out. I'm not looking to rival anybody. I'm looking to supplement what you do. We need to work as a collective. We need to work as a community to expose what truly happened and bring it all out in the open. Okay, so guys, once again, FF1, I really appreciate the recommendations that you've given. Please show your support for him, and wonderful if you can get on board with this. You'd be a massive asset to it. See what you can do. Anyway, the point of this video, as of the moment Latifi crashes, the importance of the situation is that Lewis Hamilton is on lap 53. The crux of it is that in order to go racing again, the lapped cars have to be released before the end of lap 56. Lap 57 can be that mandatory safety car lap, and that enables lap 58 to be a racing lap. It is that simple. There are no other permutations. Okay, they've thrown out the possibility, oh, should he have red flagged it? Well, in any other situation, this would be dealt with a safety car, so this is no different to that. Okay, trying to say that he should have red flagged it after the event, that's not how it should be, because at any other Grand Prix in similar circumstances it gets dealt with a safety car. Okay, so the safety car was the right decision. The way that you go racing is providing you can release those lapped cars before the end of lap 56. Lap 57 can be that mandatory lap, and then you can have a racing lap for lap 58. If that is not possible, then the race finishes behind the safety car. It is that simple. That is what the rules state. Okay, that accounts for sporting fairness to every competitor in that race. So there's none of this idea of rules tripping over one another. That's utter nonsense, utter lies. Okay, because what we saw was a situation that you've never seen before and you've never seen since. But they've tried to justify it that one time it happened and claim that, oh yeah, it was possible to interpret the rules to enable that particular set of circumstances to happen. Utter bollocks, right? Let's be clear about it. Utter bollocks. I try and avoid using language. I don't want to offend people, but the frustration of what happened, it is ridiculous. Let's call it out for what it is. They're lies, and they're lying on purpose to validate the agenda. What I'm going to do now is show you a condensed version of what you should have seen, what they had the ability to show you, but never did. They had cameras at turn 14 because they show us the replays. They show us that that camera kind of from an elevated position looking down on Latifi's car when it goes on fire. Okay, so they have that camera angle. They have the camera angle looking back where you can clearly see the marshals in orange on the track and actually jumping back over the barrier. They've got at least 2 cameras in that location that they can be showing us what is going on at that location to give us, the viewers, an insight as to whether or not it is likely we will see racing. They don't do that, and all they do is show us replays, and they don't show us things real time. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the situation was real time, and I'm going to use the driver cameras to show you that, because I can't use that. We don't have access to the footage because they piece it together. All right, so I'm going to show you what it is, and I'm going to show you by fast forwarding, chunking forward 10 seconds at a time as we go around each lap to fast forward the lap a bit. But you'll see what I'm doing. I'm not manipulating this. This is what actually happens. Okay, so we'll play it through and you'll see what goes on at turn 14, and they don't show you this. So this notion of a narrative being created, it is quite simple when you see it this way. What actually happened, but you never got to see that. So the other video goes into what you heard from the commentary, what you saw on screen, and the commentary created this picture for you. But this is the picture you should have been seeing. So here we go.
Trouble come the first
right,
race.
Oh no!
So
Nicholas Latifi has crashed, and I am.
There's the moment Latifi crashes. 14. Right, so I'm going to pause it there. I'm going to go on to driver cam view for Lewis Hamilton.
Yellow, double yellow, exit turn 4. Exit turn 4. Okay. Turn 14. So turn 14, turn yellow, 14. Yellow. Entering it now. Stay left, stay left, stay left, staying out, staying out. Safety car, safety.
Okay, so you can see Latifi's car there.
Car, keep the delta positive.
Look at Lewis shaking his head.
Shit butter, man.
Imagine how he feels at that moment in time. He knows.
So strap mode 1. Strap mode 1.
Box.
Okay, I can't box. So this is at the pit entrance. You hear that message played back. Let's go back to tracker view.
A couple, of course, that's
right,
where
so there's
Max
Hamilton,
Verstappen's much fresher tyres will fire.
Okay, you hear that message played back somewhere around where Mick Schumacher is. See turn 5. So let's chunk this forward, 10-second blocks. Right, so Hamilton's now at turn 5.
To go on to that Red Bull car, yes it is.
I can't box.
Negative.
See? So that message that took place between Hamilton and his pit crew, just as around about the pit entrance, F1 TV select to play it to you now. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of creating a narrative. Anyway, we'll carry on. Okay, so I'll go back onto Hamilton's driver cam now. So this is now coming round to that site on lap 54. Okay, so Hamilton, lap 54.
With new tyres.
Copy Lewis.
Okay, now watch this.
We would have lost track position if we had pitted.
Safe.
Is that safe to go racing? No, it's not. So that's lap 54.
Car's going way too slow.
Yeah, just stay off the debris.
Okay, I don't have an issue with the safety car going slow at that point. It's all about safety, okay? So there are times where the safety car goes slow, but not at that point. I'm not worried about that bit. Let's go back to tracker view.
Up a bit of dust and
Right,
debris
so
on
as I
his
say, just come
tyres.
by it, so you can see it all
Then
corresponds. Okay, chunk it forward
we're
at 10
just
seconds
End
at
of
a
this
time.
Grand Prix to
Lock on Leclerc. They're not interfering.
So this
So we're
one
now
will
on
be
to
order. This is going to take a while.
Mercedes
Now on to
for
lap
the second.
55.
We don't go racing. Ted, down to you.
Yeah. It was just bad. It does seem that the engineer...
His tyres are cooling.
Okay, so lap 55 going by the scene on lap 55, and let's have a look at Lewis Hamilton on lap 55.
How many cars are behind me and in between us?
Okay, see the crane there lifting the car off the track? Okay, that's happening real time. Okay, as the cars are going by there now. This is lap 55. So if we go to what they would show us at this moment in time.
But will they let the lap runners through? I don't think it's absolutely mandatory, but that's normally on a wet day that they don't.
So we're not seeing that real time, are we?
How long will they wait?
We're not seeing that
for
crane
those lap
real
cars to
time.
get out
We're
there?
just
They
getting
wait for
a
them to
replay.
catch the pack up, which they don't have to do for those lap.
Okay, so now we're going on to lap 56, and this crucially is the lap that all the lapped cars have to be released on, and if they're not, it's a safety car finish. So I'm going to just fast forward this lap through again, chunk it forward at 10 seconds at a time. Right, and we'll go on to Lewis's camera again. Okay, coming around to turn 14. Okay, men on track. Okay, so this is lap 56. This is why the cars were not released on lap 56. They couldn't be released on lap 56, and this will be further proof because I'm going to show you Nicholas Latifi's camera. So I'm going to rewind this about 30 seconds. Make that 40 or 50. Okay, so this is Nicholas Latifi's driver car camera being lifted off the track. Okay, you can see just to the left of center where that kind of play icon is in the center of the screen. Just to the left of that is men on the track. I'll say men, marshals on the track. Okay, could be ladies as well, don't know. If you get the chance to watch this on a bigger screen, you'll be able to see this clearer. So if we watch this forward, look on the track, look, marshals in the middle of the track, right? In the middle of the track they are. You cannot release cars whilst there are men in the middle of the track trying to clear that debris up, okay? This is 1 hour, 35 minutes and 45 seconds we're at the moment. I'm going to pause it there because I know that they don't like me using large chunks of their footage without doing analysis, so I'm having to do this. But you'll see as we swing round again in a second. Really interesting view, this one, but here we go. Right. There. Center of the screen, behind the play icon, what's that orange you can see? That orange you can see in the center of the track is marshals on the track. Okay? 1 hour, 36 minutes and 1 second. Keep watching. Okay? So they're just... yeah. But they're still on the track as we've swung round there. 1 hour, 36 and 3 seconds. And watch this. you're going to just, right, any second now, look to the right of the screen. So his front right tyre. Look at that bit of track to the side of his front right tyre. Look there, safety car, Lewis Hamilton. Okay, that is on lap 56, and I'll go back to tracker view to prove it.
If we allowed the...
There you go. Safety car train just gone by turn 14. There's always, as I say, 2 or 3 seconds delay in between driver cam view and tracker view. That's lap 56. They've just gone by the scene, and we know seconds before that safety car train got there were men in the middle of the track. It absolutely was not possible to release those lap runners on that lap, which means it's a safety car finish. That's the top and bottom of everything. Okay, that proves it, but you were never shown that. You were never shown that. You were shown replays. You were being fed in radio messages that they'd picked and chosen to make it sound like Red Bull were being hard done by the lapped cars being told they weren't allowed to unlap themselves. You've been fed a narrative. Okay. If you've not already seen it, take a look at the 60 lies in 5 laps video, because like I say, this video supplements that one. Once again, thank you for your support, and please get onto the other YouTubers and ask them to continue, FF1, he'll continue exposing this, I know he will, and see if some of the other channels will too. Thank you everybody, keep going with this one.